Good morning to everyone. So here we are discussing 17th. So last class lo chlorine preparation, bromine, iodine preparation properties completed, and in this class we will see hydrogen halides. Their preparation properties means HF, HCl, HBr and HI. First we will go with hydrogen fluoride. Hydrogen fluoride. HF. So here its preparation and properties. First we will go with preparation of hydrogen fluoride. So we can prepare this by treating calcium fluoride with sulfuric acid. Concentrated sulfuric acid. When you treat with calcium fluoride, we will get HF. The calcium sulfate is a byproduct here. The second, KHF2. Just if we heat it, you will get HF and KF. And these are the two preparation methods of hydrogen fluoride. And the properties, HF is a colorless corrosive liquid. HF present in the liquid form, whereas the remaining halides gases, colorless corrosive liquid. And it will react with gloss materials and silicates, silica material, and this is very important point. Based on this, silica or gloss can dissolve in HF, and hence HF can be used as the etching of gloss. ఈ పాయింట్ మీద క్వశ్చన్ ఎక్కువగా అడుగుతుంటాడు. HF attacks glass or silica or silicate. These are compositions of the gloss materials. So here etching of glass, this point very important. Based on this etching of glass, we can use HF for making printing on the glass substances. It is a kind of corrosive in nature, etching of glass. They will ask you which substance is used for the etching of glass. So here HF used for etching of glass, nothing but corrosive in nature. We can make prints on the glass. Let us take glass bottles like this, and over this we can make some. Due to the corrosive nature, it will dissolve that glass materials, and it will make some prints on the glass materials, and that we can call etching of glass. So very important here, silica when react with HF, we will get silicon tetrafluoride. So silica will not dissolve any other substance except this HF. It will easily dissolve in HF. It will form silicon tetrafluoride. And further this, if we take excess amount of hydrogen fluoride, and finally it can form silicic acid, fluorosilicic acid, H2SiF6. This is called fluorosilicic acid. The final compound, when silicon treat with HF, you will get this fluorosilicic acid. Intermediate product is the silicon tetrafluoride. So apart from this, some other properties. Main ga idi manaki important. Apart some other reactions. Sodium silicate. Sodium silicate, we know that is a gloss material and it can dissolve in HF. And it will form Na2SiF6. These few properties you should remember about HF. Next we have HCl. Hydrogen chloride. Again, its preparation properties. First, we'll go with the preparation. So, in the NCERT, out of all hydrogen halides, HCl is given. Apart from this, we have to remember about HF, HBr, HI also. So, this is for mains level. We can prepare HCl direct. A combination of hydrogen and chlorine. It can give HCl and sodium chloride. When you treat with sulfuric acid, the sulfuric acid can displace hydrogen chloride from NaCl. It will form HCl plus sodium bisulfite. Further, this sodium bisulfite, further if we treat with H2SO4, sorry, HCl, H2SO4, NaCl, we will get HCl plus sodium sulfate. Because the sulfuric acid, it has the two hydrogens. It can replace 2 moles of H plus ions. So again, if we treat with NaCl, here HCl, here HCl. These are the two preparation methods of HCl. Preparation anyhow not that much important. Mainly the properties here, important properties of HCl. HCl is a gas, is a colorless pungent smelling gas. Colorless pungent smelling gas. And HCl gas can be dried over the concentrated sulfuric acid. After preparation of this HCl, if any aqueous present, that can be dried over H2SO4. Why? Because it cannot react with H2SO4. We know that unreacted gases can be dried over concentrated sulfuric acid. So, HCl gas can be dried. By using concentrated sulfuric acid. This is a dehydrating agent, but not. We cannot use other dehydrating agents like P2O5, but not P2O5. Why? Because P2O5 may react. This is a it will react with HCl, it will form a PCl3 compound, some corresponding, and also calcium oxide, but not with P2O5 and calcium oxide. These are the some dehydrating agents. There we cannot use. Only we can use here concentrated sulfuric acid. So here why? Because if you take calcium oxide, if we treat with HCl, we will get calcium chloride. instead of drying, this chemical reaction can take place. Similarly, P2O5 also, if we treat with HCl, you may get phosphorus acid here, sorry, metaphosphoric acid, HPO3 dehydrating agent, and it will form POCl3, this one. So that is why we cannot use these two dehydrating agents, we can use only concentrated sulfuric acid. And HCl, if we treat with ammonia, it can form a dense fumes of ammonium chloride. This is a kind of identification test for HCl, ammonium chloride dense fumes. Dense white fumes, these are. This reaction is identification test for both ammonia and HCl. Only ammonia and HCl can give this kind of the dense white fumes. That is due to the formation of ammonium chloride. Next, one more important point here, HCl can be used for the preparation of aqua regia. It is used to prepare aqua regia. This part already we have discussed at the time of nitric acid. Aqua regia means it is a 1:3 molar ratio of 1:3 ratio of HNO3 and HCl. HNO3 1 part and HCl 3 parts. That mixture we can call aqua regia, and this aqua regia can dissolve even noble metals like gold and platinum, and their corresponding reactions also we discussed. Anyhow, again we will take here back. Gold can dissolve in aqua regia and also platinum when gold react with this aqua regia. Let me take one chemical reaction. These reactions are given in the NCERT. You take better to take those reactions here. You will get gold in the form of auric chloride. Here gold oxidation state is +3, and apart from this the byproducts are given here nitric oxide. And similarly platinum, if we treat with HNO3,
sir, ఈ weak portion మొత్తం
this is here 3 moles and 4 moles HNO3 you take, and here 18 HCl. Again the product here you will get hexachloroplatinic acid, this is H2PtCl6. Your platinum oxidation state +4. Again NO, this we can write in the form of complex PtCl6 ionic form 2-, just like your AuCl4 means actually this is HAuCl4, this is a compound. Chloroaric acid, this is a chloroplatinic acid. Just remember these reactions here. And apart from this, some other reactions, HCl can decompose the salts of weaker acids. It will form corresponding sodium halide. HCl decomposes salts of weaker acids. Like this, you take salt of sodium hydroxide carbonic acid, strong base weak acid, we will get a salt of strong acid strong base, sodium chloride. It replaces carbonic acid. Carbonic acid further replaced. This is a combination of carbonic acid. It is a water and carbon dioxide mixture. Similarly, sodium sulfate. This is sulfite. Sulfate is a strong gas, strong base. Sodium sulfite. HCl can give sodium chloride. We will get water and sulfur dioxide. These are the few other reactions of HCl. They mainly you have to concentrate on the aqua regia part. Next, applications of HCl. Uses.
Sir, I get to export to 3 years.
So applications here, HCl can be used for the manufacturing of various chemicals like chlorine, manufacture of chlorine in Decon's process, HCl plus oxygen, and preparation of ammonium chloride with ammonia and some other compounds, organic compounds, glucose, etc. And very important application here, this you should remember, extracting glue from bones. Extracting glue from bones. And purifying bone black. Purifying bone black. So there we will use. This is important application of HCl, just to remember. Now we will see remaining two hydrogen halide, HBr and HI. Together we will discuss it. HBr and HI. We know that again direct combination hydrogen with bromine can give hydrogen bromide, but top to bottom we know that reactivity decreases fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, so we required some catalyst, help of catalyst. But for the preparation of iodine, hydrogen if we treat with iodine, this is iodine is less reactive compared to the bromine, still we required platinum and some temperature conditions. We get HI. And HCl we can prepare if we take any salt of halide, and if we treat with concentrated sulfuric acid we will get it. Just now if we see here, in case of preparation of HCl, we have taken sodium chloride and H2SO4, we got HCl. But in this case, in case of bromine and iodine preparation, we cannot take sodium bromide or sodium iodide. When you treat with concentrated sulfuric acid, there we will not get HBr or HI. Instead, we will get the iodine compound, iodine or bromine. Because in this case, we will take one note here. When you treat sodium bromide or sodium iodide with concentrated H2SO4, here we will not get hydrogen bromide or hydrogen iodide. Instead, we will get bromine or iodine. You will get these compounds. Why? Because here Br minus or I minus, they act as a strong reducing agents, and H2SO4 is oxidizing agent. So here is a kind of redox reaction can takes place. Redox reaction jarigesi, you will get Br minus, it is oxidized to bromine, and sulfuric acid, it can be converted to sulfur dioxide. It will be reduced to SO2. So we cannot prepare HBr or HI by using concentrated sulfuric acid by treating its corresponding halides. So we can prepare. Then how can we prepare other way? We can take halides, that is a phosphorus bromide. But if you take a phosphorus bromide or phosphorus iodide, This, if we hydrolyze it, you will get here HBr or HI. The byproduct phosphorus acid. So these are two preparation methods of HBr or HI. Next, properties together. We'll take all halides properties. When HCl or HBr or HI, when you treat with silver nitrate directly, they can form the corresponding precipitates. HCl can form silver chloride white precipitate, and HBr can form yellow color precipitate. HBr and HI can form dark yellow color precipitate. Both HGBr and AgI both are having yellow color, but this is a dull color and this is a bright color. Bright yellow and dull yellow, pale yellow we can say. And similarly, these compounds, if we treat with lead nitrate, PbNO3, again HCl, HBr, HI, we will get the salts. They can form lead chloride and lead bromide and lead iodide. Same type of mechanism here, but lead chloride and lead bromide both are white in color, white color precipitates, and lead iodide is a yellow color precipitate. Here colors are important, just should remember lead iodide yellow color precipitate. Lead chloride is white color precipitate. One more extra reaction of HI. Hydrogen iodide, if we treat with mercury chloride, it will give mercuric iodide. The mercuric iodide is a scarlet red color. Scarlet red. So these are the few important properties of HCl, HBr, HI and together. Let's say this is something about hydrogen halides. Mainly HCl, that is given in the NCERT. Apart from this, HF, HBr and HI also you should read.